That's Rin. There we go.
Yeah,
Good girl.
French.
I got called a good girl.
So last time when we ended off, you entered this hall, really large. There's wooden floors. There's this carpeted area in the middle with this stone statue. Off to one side, there is a buffet. There are small little round tables with different noblemen sitting around. There are a couple of maids darting around the room. One of them serving drinks, other of them just tending to the general needs of the populace. You look around and you see someone whom you also recognize, not just Molly the Witch. You see, of the two people who gave you this task, the lady merchant is sitting at one of the table, but she is dressed up
Thank you
and
so much for the
she has a
sub,
different
Gutek.
hair
8
color.
months, let's
You
go.
just noticed that she is there,
Totally
but
not
she's
scuffed D&D.
definitely
Yep.
tried to hide herself and disguise disguise herself a little bit, not too much. And you see Molly and sitting at one table and sitting and sipping the wine, and then you also see the man you have been paid to find out about, Lord Rosnar, sitting over at a different table talking with a nobleman. What do you do?
Let's take the first step, huh?
I have somebody I need to talk to. Sunflower dear, stay close to Leopold and the rest of the group.
She don't want to do that alone, Ailey.
It'll be fine. I can handle it.
Alright, good luck.
And my character starts walking towards Molly.
You see she smiles smugly almost as you approach, just sitting and sipping her wine at a table, a servant pouring it next to her.
Wait, she was sitting with somebody else, right?
No, she's sitting alone.
Oh, okay.
It was Lord Rosnar that was sitting with someone else.
Right, okay. I sit down on the other side and, what's it called? Wave my hand asking for a glass of wine as well.
Yes, you wave to the servant that is standing next to Molly. You see that she bows and waves to a different servant that then arrives with this tray of different drinks. The servant then looks you up and down and picks a drink and then places it in front of you.
I don't take a sip from it right away, but I do look at it before placing it down the table, and I look at the witch with an equally as smug smile, although a little hint of annoyance, really, that she's here. So, you were invited to this party too?
Of course.
Of course you say. So you know this Lord Rasnar.
I wouldn't say I know him particularly well, but I know many people.
How convenient to see you here at the party. And on those ships.
Yes, let's just say a comrade of mine was cashing in a favor.
I see. So you weren't aware that we were the target?
I can neither confirm nor deny that. The only thing I know was that they never intended to kill you.
I see. That's a little bit hard to believe. She leans back in her chair, crossing her arms, raising an eyebrow, considering we almost died.
Well, all of the goblins below deck was under strict orders not to fire at you unless you fired at them.
My thoughts just go back to the rest of my crew in slight annoyance, but I try to keep my facade.
You're supposed to know.
Anyway. So, you're not here to collect today. You just happen to be here at the party.
Let's just say I didn't know that you would be arriving now. But if you can pay, I'm more than happy to do it now.
Are you able to tell me what said curse would be?
If you failed the contract?
Yes.
I know what the consequences of it is, yes, but I'd rather not talk about it because I don't think you should consider it. That's my opinion. It would be a shame for the both of us if you did.
Isn't that an even better reason for why I should know what it is? It'll be easier to convince me to give said child if I know the consequences.
Let's just put it like this. The price will be extremely dear.
That is still extremely vague, my dear. Another idea. What if I just gave them back?
Give them back?
The Dragon Balls.
I mean, you want to renegotiate.
I suppose so. You know, we made this contract because I wanted those Dragon Balls. But what if I gave them back?
But here's the thing, I need a girl more than I need Dragon Balls. So for me, it would not be worth it. So you would need to make it worth it for me to do so.
And what are you planning to do with this girl?
Well, a part of the contract was I didn't ask questions what you needed, and you didn't ask questions what I needed. So let's stop it here before you breach the contract.
She kind of gets frustrated because she wants to get out of the contract without any said consequences, but she's also torn between giving the child and not giving the child. For now, let's enjoy the party. And we can come
Quite
back
so.
to this discussion later.
Yes, of course.
And I truly hope you won't be in the way for our little side mission here at the party.
Uh-huh.
Consider me a wallflower.
Great. She gets up from the table, gives her a tiny little wink with her glass, and walks off back to the group.
You're all still pretty much standing in the doorway that you came in.
While Rin was doing that, could I have been going to the food?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so I'll just head over there. Then I'll remember that Haley gave a warning it might be poisoned. So I'd like to examine the food. See if I know
Yes.
anything.
Yes, and as we talked about before the session, feel free to use your cooking proficiency for that.
Yeah.
I'm going to draw your character when checking out for poison. That's it. Thank you.
There we go. Did that give it proficiency too? I think it did. Yeah.
Do you have 0 in both wisdom and intelligence?
-1 intelligence, 0 wisdom. So.
All right, cool. A 12?
Yep.
Yeah, you look through the food and you can't detect any ingredients or anything you think that might be off. It looks pretty normal. It smells pretty normal to you.
Okay. Then I just go ahead and start, or like buffet style or whatever, start eating. Looking for the ones
do
that
that?
look good.
Mason Silver, what do you do?
I just go in the corner and try to get a good look on everything what's happening.
The room is round. There are no corners.
Wow.
How should I know that the room is round?
No, I understand. I'm just informing you that the room is round.
Who built a fucking round room? Then I go
Let's just say, in
in
case you
something.
were going to fly off the handle on Molly, I did get a battle map, and on the battle map, the room is round. So
Mhm.
Okay.
the room is round.
Okay. I just go to a wall what is empty and take good to look like that because I'm the guard of the group with my equipment at me.
You do that.
Do I need to roll perception if I see something weird?
Actually, you do. One moment. I would like you to roll, perception.
I won first. 15. Does 15 hit?
15. You notice 2 things. You notice this servant girl that served Eiley her drinks. She doesn't really take orders. She just serves specific drinks to specific people based by looking at them. There's definitely something weird going on with that. You also see that Lord Rosnar and Molly, those two specifically, have their own servants serving them their drinks, and they are not receiving drinks from this one girl, and everybody else is.
Oh.
You also notice that there's something off about the statue. You can't really tell at this distance, but the statue in the center of the room and the servant girl, you notice that the servant girl is doing something weird and the statue doesn't seem natural.
Okay. With that, I'm just standing there and not taking anything from anyone. Just standing there and watching the whole thing.
Do you inform the others of what you've seen? Like go up and
Yeah.
whisper to them or something like that?
They're doing their thing. Ailey is already drinking. Leah's already eating, and Silva will do a stupid thing on his own.
You don't want to stop me from taking a sip from my drink or anything like that? You're just gonna let me do it?
Did you drink already?
No.
No.
Then I go to Ailey and whisper in her ear. Leah's already a lost cause. Sorry, Leah. And
Hey, I eat the food.
I whisper to all of them that I shouldn't drink mindlessly here. That I think
You go up to the group and whisper to them.
Yeah,
So I only think like Leah's out of earshot.
Yes, that the servant girl seems kind of sus. That they shouldn't drink too much from her.
Mm.
Cool.
Silver, like noticing that Mazer is like taking a keen eye out for anything that could be hostile. He would take it back and just observe. He would like stop Sunflower from eating or drinking anything. He would be like, "Wait! You cannot drink right now. You need to wait for the main course to arrive, Sunflower. Trust me, it will taste way better." And then, after observing a little bit of the exchange between Ailey and the witch, like the sharp eyes and gaze they were giving to each other, I was like, okay, something's not good. And I approach and ask Leopold, can you keep her entertained? Like, but I out of the eyes of that woman over there. I point to the witch.
I'll keep an eye on it, sure.
Okay, just careful, okay? Yeah, so I go towards Ailey and Mazer. That didn't seem to go well, Ailey.
No, it did not. We have to think of next course of action.
Yeah.
I really hate that woman.
It's weird, like a few days ago you seemed so keen to go through with this deal. I'm glad you do have a heart, Ailey.
You thought I didn't have a heart?
Well, to accept such trade and keep it secrecy from us and, wanting me to help you, it was kind of convincing. I thought you were kind of a monster, to be honest, but I was too afraid to ask.
She kind of blinks her eyes a couple of times in confusion and slightly offended. But
Sorry.
also kind of understandable.
Your dream is to make potions, so I would guess like you wouldn't stop at anything, but I'm glad that you were stopping here at this. That's what I'm saying. Sorry.
To tell you the truth, I've never actually sold a child before.
Okay. That's good.
I hope not.
That I'll take your word for it, my friend.
I've done many other terrible transactions, but this was the first time it's been a child, and the fact that it's a female child
Mhm.
is making it harder. She's quite unique, this girl.
Yeah,
I don't really want to give her away, to be honest with you.
of course. It's only natural. Such a sweet child.
Maybe it's just a party or just nostalgia, but I've always wanted to have a child.
Ah.
And, well, to tell you the truth, to become this powerful of a potion maker,
Mhm.
sacrifices had to be made, including. She looks around a little bit like unsure, making sure that nobody's listening, and then she kind of like pulls Maester and Silver a little bit closer,
Mhm.
and she says in a low voice, I can't bear children.
Oh, something wrong with your baby factory?
You don't ask the woman, Silver!
Why
Oh,
did you have to say baby factory?
so sorry.
Oh my god.
Who raised you? Was it fucking wolves?
What's wrong?
It was worth it at the time. Now that I'm older, not so much. I would do sort of regret it.
But you don't look a day older than 18?
I'm in my 30s, thank you very much.
Like,
But you have a point. Yes, the reason I can't bear children is because I traded up for immortality in looks and beauty. I can't physically age.
wow, I didn't know such things were possible to trade.
They are at high costs, including your fertility.
Yeah, that's a lot. I should probably drink a bit to that.
She quickly grabs your hand and just like, no. Dude, we can't drink.
Right. Damn it. Why are you throwing these heavy things? We in such a stressful situation that we are in. That, but I get it. Thank you for sharing, Ailey. I understand you a bit more now. I think.
And now with that, what do we do? Honestly, This is one of the first times I'm at a loss for words.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure what to do. She is still expecting a child. She does say, I attempted to offer her to give her the Dragon Balls back. She said she needed a child more than the ingredients. So that was a no. I attempted to get out of her what the curse is. She does not want to say. The only thing she really says is that it's not worth it and that I'll regret it. However, in my line of work, when you've lost your fertility and can't have children, is there really much else to lose? So, either I just break the contract and take the curse, or we could attempt to end her after the party.
Oh.
What is if the curse is post-mortem still happening?
We would not have any means to know that, right?
Yeah. Or perhaps one of you beautiful men could attempt to sway her to learn a little bit more about curses in general without making it sound obvious that it's mine. Ask
so like
if curses are lifted or if contracts are lifted when one part of the party dealer is dead.
honestly, that's not a bad idea. Of course. Sure. But I might have something else to add to that, Ellie. So, say you made this contract to give Sunflower so you could get this ingredient to become a more powerful alchemist? Is that what you call?
Yes.
But there were more ingredients back at her home.
That is true.
So, I think we found a good place for your new brewing installations. What do you say?
So you're offering if we take her down, I take over her hut.
Of course.
That sounds like a good idea.
And therefore, I'm down. I would always love to take a witch's hut. That sounds so profitable and crazy. All right, I'm getting hyped. We kill the witch after the party.
Right. But before we decide all of this, I am
yeah.
also going to speak to Leopold because, as a druid, I'm sure he knows a little bit about said magic.
Oh, yeah, he might. Yeah, indeed. Mazer, just any experience with dealing with witches when you were at the army?
No,
No, really?
only a normal combat with fists and weapons. No magic.
Yeah, that sounds like a dream, to be honest.
Damn.
It sounds safer than if you don't know what's happening to you and suddenly there's a firebolt in your face. Because someone can aim.
Yeah, you can't really like do your normal stuff when you put magic into the equation. In that case, sure, we could gather this information after the party. What do you say, Ailey, about the curse? Or do you wish to do that right now as our top priority?
I was planning to just walk over to Leopold and have a conversation with him.
You talk to Leopold, me and Mazer talk to the witch, and let's try to see if we find anything about lifting curses, okay?
And Leah is eating.
Leah, yeah,
I'm gonna
Leah.
be clueless this entire time.
Yeah, Leah.
That's the thought.
Yo, Leah. I go just near her. Oh, is that safe to eat? Nice. And then I take a bite of whatever you're eating. Okay. We are going to ask around about lifting curses. Do you wanna join us?
Or do you have any idea about curses, maybe?
Not at all, but the witch over
Not
there.
you, Leah.
I personally don't know much about curses.
Okay.
Do you wanna know?
Okay,
Oh,
I
you
can
are
go
a
with you
warlock.
to ask.
Nice. Yeah, let's go. All the three of us and are going to talk to the witch.
We're gonna
All
talk
three
to
of
her.
you?
Yeah.
Not at the same time. That seems very suspicious.
I don't think so. We did met her before.
But I think that if Leah would talk to her, it would be more realistic because as a warlock, she should maybe want to know something about curses.
I wouldn't have shared with you guys I had the warlock.
Okay. But this ends there on the stream.
I know it's on the
Like-
stream. I'm saying your characters wouldn't know
Okay,
unless you
sorry.
recognized a couple.
Maybe Maybe switch the word for spellcaster or something.
I'm just a fighter. I don't use any magic.
No, but instead,
Maybe-
like, we don't know she's a warlock, but you could say, since you're a
But-
spellcaster, maybe you want to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Aren't you a spellcaster? Aren't you interested in magic, in curses? Miss Leah? Holt?
This Leopold.
You're asking Leopold now?
Nah, Leah. Is Leah interested in magic, in curses? Are you interested? Maybe for future development of your character.
Never hurts to know more about curses.
Nice.
Perfect.
Useful.
Then
Alright.
Silver and you should talk to her. Maybe she will will talk about it a little bit to you.
Yeah,
I will keep an eye out if something suspicious is happening.
good. Okay, do that, Mazer. Leah, you take the lead. I'll be following you. Don't worry, I got you covered. So, yeah, the party splits.
Don't split the
Yep.
party.
So who goes where?
I'll say Ailey and Mazer, they go towards Leopold. Mazer will be
Alien?
looking around.
I go into the corner.
Yeah, into the round
non-corner corner.
Me and Leah will take the lead, and she will talk to the witch. I'll just be nearby.
Do you bring Leopold over to the corner along with the child?
No.
It is-
So as Macer and Eiley walks over to Leopold, I go, Leopold, would you mind if we spoke in private? And then I look over at Macer being like, would you be a dear and take care of Sunflower while we're over there?
If you say so.
All right, so
So I
Base
go
and
with
Sunflower in the corner, in the non-corner corner,
Yes, in the corner.
and then Eiley and Leopold goes somewhere private. So you actually just across where you came into this circular room, there's a little tiny little like drawing room with some couches where you see both doors are open. So I'm just gonna say that you walk in there, you and Leopold, and then Leah and Silver walks over to Molly. You said.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Let's start with Eiley and Leopold.
This is quite a serious conversation, and I thought, you are a part of this group now, so you should know.
Yeah, sure.
Before we met you, I made a contract with another witch.
Yes.
And as you know, I'm very, very well versed in my potions. And I dream to become the greatest potion maker. And as such, let's just say, she struggles and then just says literally straight, I decided to agree to exchange a child for Dragon Balls.
And you did that without investigating what kind of witch it was?
Yeah.
Well, who is it? Who's the witch?
Did you see the woman I was talking to earlier?
Her that was on the pirate ship?
Yes.
You do know that they are most likely very similar creatures to the one we fought at the Moonbell, right? Green hags.
I didn't quite think of that when we met her for the first time. Honestly, it was quite a shock she wants on the ship, too. And that she is here now. Again.
Green hags devour small women in order to reproduce. They eat them.
I'm sorry, what?
They eat women like Sunflower. Devour them
So she wanted
in
a
order to
child.
reproduce.
You know,
She wanted to create another hag.
Oh. Do you know, by chance, what could happen if I broke this contract? And what kind of curse it would be?
Depends on the contract. What did she say about the curse?
Not much, really. She only says that I will deeply regret it. And that it's so...
Did she use what words did she specifically use?
Oh god, you think I can...
Roll a straight wisdom check. 12.
That's
I will say you can remember because it was so recent. She specifically said it will cost you dearly.
Right.
Those were the words she used.
Okay. She said it would cost me dearly.
All right. That most likely means that it will cost you something you hold dear. Think about the things that you hold dear right now. And now think about losing one of them.
I suppose it could be magic, my looks, my
It could
knowledge.
be. I don't think it would be.
Would she backfire on me? And if I say I hold sunflower deer, could you backfire on me and just kill the child anyway?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, that would create like a whole paradox where she did get the child, but she didn't get the child, but she did get the child, but she didn't get... You know what I mean?
Right.
Bless you.
My experience with Fey magic is that when such paradoxes happen, it's an issue, so they try and avoid it.
So what happens if we kill her? Theoretically.
I mean, you get cursed. You lose something you hold dear.
Oh.
Wait, I get cursed even if she dies?
Yes. You signed a Fey contract.
And they're
These
not.
things are binding in magic. As long as the Feywild exists, that curse will still exist. Unless, of course, you have someone who's very skilled at healing magic that can remove a curse.
So all curses can be lifted.
With enough magical power, yes.
Would you say you're skilled at that, sir?
No.
Any of the elders?
I mean, no. Not. It's not really the specialty of druids. You would need some sort of clerical element to it.
So killing her wouldn't really do anything.
No, it would curse you.
But not giving the child would also curse me.
Yes, you would break contract either way.
There's no loophole?
If you break contract, you get cursed. And your contract is that you need to hand it over. I don't see how there would be a loophole. But again, I would have to see your contract to do that. You don't have a copy, do you?
I actually do. I remember I
do?
did take it. I'm pretty sure I did take it.
It is entirely written in Sylvan.
Right. She hands him the
Let me
paper?
just see. Can he read Sylvan?
Oh, that's a.
He reads Sylvan.
Oh.
Oh.
You see, he reads it, and he goes down and says, "Yeah, it's a pretty simple contract. None of you can ask questions about what you need the other one's items for. You have to hand it over within 6 months, and if you in any way have an impact on the other's demise, it is considered a breach of contract."
She kind of flails her hands up and groans and moans in frustration. She kind of looks like she could frustratingly cry, but she's holding it in. So what do you think we should do? I should do, I suppose.
Well, I don't recommend handing Sunflower over.
I know that already.
How long ago did you sign this contract?
Did anybody keep track of how many days it's gone since session 3?
It has literally been like 5 days or something like that, or a week,
I'll say a week.
right around there.
About a week.
All right, then it's quite simple. You have 6 months to find someone who cure curses, and then you go and kill her, and immediately go and cure the curse.
When you say it that way, it feels quite simple, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it definitely sounds more simple than it is. People who can cure curses don't exactly grow on trees. You'll be lucky if there's 2 people on this entire island that know how to do it, and the question is whether or not they want to do it.
Why wouldn't they want to do it?
Well, they don't know you. What can you offer them? Not everybody runs a charity.
I suppose I could offer gold.
Well, that's up for them to decide the price.
Anyway, she does seem like she's not going to come and take Sunflower by force, at least.
Oh, why would she? As long as she has the contract, you will come with her eventually.
You know, suppose we should just find a second child to give that one instead, and then we keep Sunflower.
And what will you do if you get attached to that child? Find a third one? Get attached to that one too?
You know what? You make a good point there. You make a good point. Yeah.
Are we starting an orphanage here, or what's going on?
No, it's fine. No, we're not starting no. She will be the only one in this company, and I will deal with the consequences of my actions.
I think that's very mature, and try not to make any contracts with hacks in the meantime.
On the bright side, at least we have you, so if I ever meet somebody else, I can ask you first.
please do not make contracts with hags. It always ends
Mhm.
bad.
How am I supposed to know it's a hag versus a witch? Or another
Well, do
sorcerer,
they
you know?
live alone in the woods? Do they hide away from each other? Maybe, just maybe, you could use some of that magic voodoo juju you have and try and figure out whether or not they're hiding their true appearance.
Witch juju.
I don't know what you sorcerers doing. I don't quite understand it.
Mhm.
Yeah, fair point, Yeah. Anyway, we need to keep Sunflower safe throughout this party. Especially because people seem to go missing.
Yes,
And
indeed.
you've grown kind of attached to her too.
I mean, I didn't know you were trying to sell her off to a hag for dinner. I
And
thought
now-
she was just a girl that was part of the party, so I treated her like anyone else, and I will continue to do so, and you will not hand her over to a hag if it costs me my life.
That is fair, I suppose. If I ever change my mind, I would have to fight you first, which I will gladly reject.
You will not change your mind. She's a member of this party, and you do not touch her hair from her head. Treat her nicely.
I will treat her nicely.
Good. And stop saying you will change your mind. We'll figure that thing out about the curse. Don't worry about it. For now. Just worry about what we came here for.
Alright. I suppose you're right.
Has anyone of you even talked to Rosnash yet?
No.
God, you're terrible, Spice. I will go do it.
Hey.
I don't really work with this spy thing, you know? That's new to me. And so are these life-threatening contracts, you know? I've sold birds and dogs and cats. I've even, to some extent, done elderly people. But I've never done children.
So what you're saying is here, with the whole spy thing, to bring it back to that, is that you have complete confidence to just walk into a tavern and start talking about men's sexual health, but you have problems talking to our lord in his own home and just flatter him.
Yes, because if I were to flatter him, I would also be offering my services at the same time.
Do that. See what happens. What could go wrong? The worst thing happened, you get kicked out, then the rest of us do your job.
You would like that, wouldn't you?
Like you getting kicked out? No.
Alright.
I feel strangely threatened in this house, and I would like as many allies as possible.
Fine,
I mean,
fine. I'll consider
I'm
it.
a man of the woods. What are you dressing up this nicely and having lords and ladies all around? It makes me deeply uncomfortable.
You think I've been in parties like these? Not as grand as these. I've been to parties, but not as grand as this one. Anyway, yes.
Just
The awkward silence just sits between the two, and Ailey just ends up being like, I think we don't have anything else to talk about. Should we go?
we're playing as merchant. Just try and sell your product, okay? See what you can find out.
Alright, fine. She opens the door to the room that they were hanging out in, brushes her hair away from her face, composes herself back to more calm manners.
All right. So that's Ailey and Leopold returning.
Yeah.
Now we'll pan over to. Let's end on Leah and Silver. So let's start with Mesa and Sunflower, as you're both standing sort of awkwardly up against the wall.
What?
Yes, you're both standing up because you are observing the room, and Sunflower, having never been in a situation like this, is kind of sort of like awkwardly standing next to you, like fidgeting with her hands, not really knowing what to do with herself.
Calm down, Sunflower. Everything is okay. Your mama will come back soon.
I mean,
Or your parent, not what is your supervisor.
Guardian.
supervisor?
I don't know what to call it. What the name is. Stupid English language. Owner, your own. No, that's also the wrong word.
I think it's guardian,
Your guardian will be here soon again. So calm down. Don't be so
like parental guardian, right?
Yes.
It would
Yeah.
be funny just to remind her that Rin is her owner.
Well, she is.
Oh
I'm
my
Red
not
is-
such a
God.
bad
Red
person.
Butter is a slave, technically. So Red is her
Yes.
owner.
But I don't think Rin want to treat her like a slave. As you stand there, you stand like and observe the room. The lady that gave you this job starts approaching you and Sunflower.
Oh no. Hey, can I help you?
Yes, I was just wondering, are you going to do what we hired you for, or?
Sure, we will do that if the moment appears to be right.
Alright, just checking.
Yeah, the night is young. I think we're still here for a long time.
Try not to act out of place.
I try my best, but I can't promise the same for the rest of our group.
As long
And
as you're trying your best.
by saying that, I look into it, Silver.
Yo.
You see she walks off and goes back to her table and sits down. And with this, we pan over to Lee and Silver as you sit down in the table across from Molly. You see the suspicious servant comes over to you and places 2 different glasses in front of each of you.
Leah, do you want to take the lead?
You see Molly looks up at you and, how can I help you too?
I'm interested in curses and heard you might know more.
What kind of curses?
Eh, specifically those targeting someone that wants to be dealt with.
Are you talking about your friend?
Not in this instance. How
Could you be more specific? What is it that you desire of me? I can make a great deal of many things come true.
I wanted a curse to target certain people. How would you go about it? Or
Well, for you and for me, it's 2 very different processes. I don't know how much you people of this plane does it.
so what would be needed to target people?
What would be needed for one? I mean, when I wanted to do a curse, I channeled the inherent power of the Feywild. When you guys want a curse, you need to channel this heinous power you call the Weave. I'm not quite sure how you do it.
What would be needed if I wanted you to curse someone?
Well, typically that would become a price, so we would have to do a contract. We would find some appropriate deal. You explain what you want from the curse, and I make sure that it happens, and in turn you give me what I want.
And what are the consequences for either side? What if you're unable to?
Well, it's gonna cost you something you hold dear, if you don't hold the contract.
Gander looks thinking for a second. And
But
also,
trust me, the clause for what happens when you break contract is far better than having no clause.
what happens if there is no clause?
Let's say there are people hell-bent on making sure that contracts are withheld. So if there's no way of preventing them from not being withheld, they come and prevent them for 'em.
That's another. Are you able to get information on people?
Depends on the information and depends on the people, but for the most part, yes.
What if I don't know the specific people, but only have a clue?
Again, depends on the clue.
Oh, then might be reaching back out to you in the future. But for now,
I'd be interested to hear it. And
Good
how can
for
I
now.
help you, Silver?
Hello. You remember my name?
I remember a great deal of things, Silver.
Oh, that's good. You have a good memory then. Impressive. Honestly, I kind of got lost since you started talking about the weave. I I don't know what you mean by that, so I do you think you
Well, neither
you-
do I. And cheers to that. She takes up her glass and raises it and takes a sip.
Oh. Well, okay, you do you. Sorry, not toasting. My friend told me there to not to drink this shit.
Mine is quite good.
Okay, Leah, did you talk what you wanted to?
yeah, I think that's why she switched to you. That I already asked all mine.
Okay. Well, honestly, if I'm trusting you here to keep this magical mumbo jumbo with you, because I'm not gonna remember anything. So see you next time, hag. In another place.
You stand up for the desk as he smiles slightly to you. As is happening, Mesa, as you are observing the room, could you please roll me a perception check?
Oh, I don't know. She's like, I do.
I could.
Hey, natural 20. You see one of the noblewomen get pale white in her face and looks really sick. And you see one of the maids escorting her out of the room.
Okay. Can I, since it's a beautiful woman, can I also know that?
I mean, Mesa is specifically observing the room well, and the
You
way
are
the
talking
layout
right
is,
now.
you
That's
are
right.
literally sitting with the back to this happening. So I would say no
yeah.
for this.
No. Okay.
Doesn't she make any sounds when she's like that?
I mean, there's some music playing and stuff like that. So I would say no. That you
Okay.
it's a big room with a lot of like talk in it. It happens relatively discreetly, but you definitely see it with your natural 20.
Okay. I whisper to Sunflower, don't drink anything that they give you.
I won't.
Are the others are all finished with their talking and coming back
Yeah,
to me or not?
you see Leah and Molly comes over to you. Eileen and Leopold is still talking.
I tell both Silva and Leah, please don't drink anything here. There was just a woman who didn't look good after drinking the drinks that they were given, and she
Oh.
was taken in another room.
Taken to
Oh.
another room. Oh, shit. Wait, I'm not there. Never mind.
Like
I
I
think-
just know.
Wait, I think that's where we need to go then.
So then you can drink if you want, but I wouldn't recommend it.
All right. I mean,
But first, don't we have another task to do here?
Bryn and Leo comes back as well.
Didn't you want to talk to the Lord, Silva?
yeah, sure. Okay. Mazer. I don't know if Ellie's here, but let's talk to him.
Eileen and Leo has come back.
Yeah, we're back.
Okay. Let's go. Okay.
I also tell them that they shouldn't drink anything under all circumstances.
Mhm.
Don't drink anything.
Okay.
I do. And the food seems to be fine though.
You can eat if you want, but don't drink. And if the food is not good, blame Leah.
Okay. I'll go. Let's go.
It's like
Does
all of us
Yeah,
going
you,
to the Lord at once.
we came as a group, so it should be normal for us to all talk to him at once. It wouldn't look suspicious, I hope.
Are you sure about that?
Let's
Leopold, what
go.
do you say? Would it look suspicious if you all talk to the Lord?
Don't ask
Oh, no.
Leopold for everything. Come on.
Leopold is the smartest guy around that I know.
Yeah, but you need to leave your life too.
What?
Look
And I
at
doubt we
here.
want to take Sunflower up to the Lord anyways.
Leopold, just enjoy the party a little bit. Don't worry, we got this covered. You already do a lot for looking out for Sunflower.
Then Leopold should take care of Sunflower meanwhile, before talk to the Lord. Lord Farquaad.
Yeah, so you set Leo to taking care of Sunflower whilst you go up and talk to the Lord over.
Yes,
Yeah.
Lord Farquaad. I already forgot his name.
I want to
Was
start.
nice.
Close enough.
Like I'll just act as a guard pretty much for the part of the group as well, since I have the sword and things.
So we're both guarding, and the other two are in the front of us.
I guess I go in front together with Silver.
Okay.
Good thing I'm wearing a crimson red dress. Very sexy.
Yeah, and I baby blue
Dress.
outfit.
Silver also wears a dress, okay?
Hey, it was cheap. all right.
Good luck selling Viagra.
You approach as a group up to Rosnas, and he stands up from his chair and does a little like nod of acknowledgement. What do you do?
I guess we do like a bow, not too low, but just a respect one. Lord Rasnas, I must say this party is quite something. You're much kind and generous, from what I've been heard about. Sorry, we represent the Gem and Coals Company from Caladiran. That's what I mean. Caladiran.
Oh,
At your service.
interesting. Gems and coal, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's a pleasure having all of you here. You definitely seem like an interesting spawn.
Oh, I
Feel
thank
free
you.
to have of the buffet. Feel free to sip the drinks that are being served. They are exquisite, if I do say so myself. And yes, I do hope we enjoy this evening. We will start here with the food and the wine, and as the night draws on, we will move upstairs into the coziness of the couches, where we will sit and relax and have some more drinks and some good conversation.
Oh, if you don't mind, my lord, we did brought quite entertainer here. I point to Mazer. He seems like an ironed out veteran, but I must say his voice is quite soothing.
Oh my.
Oh, you mean he's a singer? Huh?
Yeah.
Roll a deception.
What are you talking about, Silver?
We need to be on good graces with him.
Oh.
Deception. 9.
All right, one moment.
I'm gonna choke.
Yeah.
No way that wins.
Oh.
Oh. No way.
A singer, you say?
Oh my god. I
Well,
can't
we already
believe
have
it.
plenty of entertainment going on, but if we get drunk enough, we sure could use another one.
That's so wonderful to know.
Oh.
My friend here has been quite shy to show off his talents,
Oh
but
my God.
this would be such a good opportunity, and I know you wouldn't be. Yeah, you would love to hear his voice. It's quite something else.
Quite indeed. Melinda, you see he snaps his fingers, and that suspicious
Yeah.
servant comes over. And he says, this man here is a singer. Could you get him something with honey, please? She goes, oh, yes,
Ooh.
of course. And then she leaves the room for a brief moment.
Yeah. Um.
As
We
a
didn't.
14 hit. Silver.
Do you attack Silver?
I gave him a slap on his back of his head. Stop talking.
As
Stop
I
yapping
said,
about
it's
the
quite
things.
it's quite shy. Shut up, man! You have a lovely voice. People need to hear. Then, if you would excuse us, my lord, we do not wish to bother you with business at such a exquisite party. So let's just,
If you have to do it, it's better to do it now before we get drunk.
Oh, but then I would like to talk some business.
All right.
Ailey comes, gets a little bit closer to the man. You know, she's wearing that very good smelling perfume, crimson hot dress, hair perfectly made. Attempting to seduce him.
Yes.
And she goes, say, apart from working at this company, I also do a side job selling some very special potions. She takes out a tiny little vial with a little bit of her. Let's see, what would a man like him want? Actually, can I roll something to read his tastes?
Oh,
Sure.
Rin,
Roll an insight.
what about an anti-balding potion?
I'm looking. It could be longevity, charm. You know the list.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's like he's just staring at Ren's breast.
Yes, but that's what we want. You know,
He's very hard to read.
it's hard to read. Okay. She takes out a potion and it smells like roses and a fresh breeze together. Taking it out, letting him take a little whiff of it. I make potions that could help you stay younger for longer, as well as change of appearance. Say, would you be interested?
Not for myself, but I have some who might.
Oh, I'm listening.
Yes. I think that might be fun. We'll talk in my study later in the evening, and then we'll figure something out.
Sounds lovely. She takes out another tiny little vial and puts it in his. He probably has a handkerchief pocket, right?
Yeah, sure. What do you hand him?
I hand him. Let's see. What should I hand him? He probably has a wife or something, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, right.
One of those creatures.
I
Sure.
give him a tiny little vial of her potion called Large Luck.
Oh.
And she just says, it's on the house. Please enjoy.
You see, he pulls it up and then pulls out the little cork and smells it, and then puts the cork back and says,
It smells really
Interesting.
good. Okay, it smells really good.
You see, he snaps, and a maid comes over and says, "Could you carry this up?" And then she goes, "Of course." And then she takes it and carries off with it.
It smells seductive to the person smelling it, and it kind of supposed to make you like feel warm and tingly inside. And then, you know, once you smear it on top of your body parts, it makes it bigger. Not that she said that. I'm just explaining it to you.
Yep.
Nice.
Well, yes, we shan't interrupt too much longer. And we'll see you upstairs for some drinks. I sure would love to have a couple of drinks with you.
It would be my pleasure.
She puts the other vial that she had between her boobs, because, you know, ladies have an invisible boob pocket, in front of his, kind of like in
If
front of
you
his
say
face.
so.
kind of like still leaning over him, kind of in front of his face for him to notice that she's basically just plopping a tiny vial between her boobs.
Yeah. For all of that charm and stuff like that, could you please roll a just a persuasion or performance check, whichever higher?
They're both the same. Yes!
Nice.
Oh, jeez.
Amazing. You see the suspicious servant comes back with this like hot thing that smells of honey and is given to Mesa, and you see Lord Rosnar goes over and whispers something to her again, and she nods, and then she goes directly over to you, Ailey, and then goes, per Rosnar's request, this one is for you, and she hands over a very like the drink. This moment you take it, it just smells like this, like spiced and florally, almost like a mulled wine over here. It's a little bit Christmassy, but it's a very nice smell that immediately hits your nostrils as it's handed over to you.
Oh, why thank you. She kind of like, you know, like leans with her hand out to give him a nod and a wink to say thank you for the drink. And then she takes it to her lips, but she pretends to drink it.
Yeah, sure. Roll a deception check or a performance check. 10. Yep. You see, he nods and takes a sip of his drink.
Oh, it worked. Would you look at
He's very horny. He can no longer think straight.
that? Yeah. He's like, oh my god, those boobs.
Oh, is that? It is. Guys, remember the other merchants I talked on the road? They're right there. Let's share our drinks with them.
Ah, yes, that sounds like a great idea.
Yeah,
Lovely
well,
to speak with you, my lord. And then they walk off.
Thank you, my lord. Guys, Mazer, did you tell us about the woman that fell?
What woman? I didn't tell anything to you. I just
Yeah.
I talked to you and
Okay.
yeah about that, but not up to Eileen and Leopold because they wasn't there yet.
Okay, then I just say, good thinking, Ailey, but not drinking the drink. So we know that a woman fell. I think we should pretend to fall asleep. Once everybody starts doing the same. What do you think?
I feel like it would be quite suspicious if we all pretended. How about this? I'm curious about my drink.
Oh.
Whether it was spiced up or not.
Mesa, with that natural 20 from earlier, you now also spot another nobleman looking sick and getting escorted out.
I try to get the attention of the group in that direction, that they also notice it.
Yeah, you look over and you also see what he sees. It was very subtle, but you see someone looking quite pale getting escorted from the room.
Oh, that does not look good.
Yeah, we do need our weapons if we want to go to their room.
I have how about... I just got a special drink. I have this suspicious feeling. Mine was spiced for me to get sick. So it would make more sense if I pretended to be sick.
Yeah. Okay. You'll be our woman on the inside, so you could perhaps open the door for us?
Actually, is there anything I can roll to check my own drink?
I mean, I will allow you to use your alchemist toolset to check it.
Okay. Is that the right one?
An 18. You smell this drink, And between all the spices, between all of a sudden, you recognize a hallucinogenic,
That's a drug,
something
right?
that is, yes, something that causes hallucinations.
Okay. Damn.
Uh,
To make me
a
hallucinate?
form of mushrooms that you've smelt before in your alchemist practice, so you recognize the smell when you put your nose to it.
Can I also know exactly how much I need to drink to only get mild effects?
I would say that the drug is very hard to overdose on the mushroom. The hallucinations just gets worse and worse and worse. So you can imagine that they put, from how pungent the smell was, you imagine they put quite a lot in, so you don't need to sip a lot before you start getting sick.
Okay. So here's my plan. I'm gonna take a couple of sips of the drink. Don't worry, I'll be fine.
Okay.
I'm going to get a little bit sick and I'll get inside.
All right.
And perhaps Leah sees me getting sick and she insists on coming with me to keep an eye on me.
All right.
Alright then. She brings up her glass and just goes, cheers! And drinks like a tiniest sip of the wine. And then she goes, yes, it's actually quite good. Shame
Yes,
it's been meddled
roll-
with.
Immediately roll a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom.
20. You actually save.
Nice.
You feel like this darkness overtaking you, this like deep depression, but you shake it off and you can feel like it can't take hold of your vision. But you can definitely feel that there was this fear building for but a moment.
Oh, not good. Does it make me feel like I'm gonna puke?
No,
No, I don't
you
become
saved.
pale or anything. Oh, okay. Damn. I'm gonna live the dangerous life. So she goes, that wasn't pleasant, but that's not exactly how I wanted it to work. So she takes another sip.
Well,
This time, because you've taken a double dosage, roll a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage.
What?
16, that still saves. you feel like this sadness built up in your chest. It almost feels like a weight just flying on your chest, making everything difficult for you to do. It makes it difficult to move forward. But slowly but surely, it again dissipates.
She notices it, but she doesn't really want to take another sip. So she pretends to fall to the ground.
Full on
no.
pretends to fall to the ground.
Yep.
Roll a deception check. I will say, due to how much you've drunk, I will say with advantage. A 13. Roll an insight. You look over on Rosna's face, and he seems genuinely like concerned. And he sort of snaps at a maid, who then rushes over to you and hands you some water and goes, "Follow me. Here, drink."
No, thank you. She grabs onto onto Leah's arm, being like, "Please, please let my friend go with me. I'm very nervous."
Don't worry. Don't worry. We have her. Feel free to enjoy the party. We don't want this to ruin it for you. We'll make sure that she's seen to.
Yeah, do something.
It's my job to guard her.
We'll just be right outside. We really won't be far away.
I swear, if she's not with me, I could have a heart attack.
Here. Have some water. Here, have some water. You see, she brings like the cup up to your lips.
Go, Leah.
Oh.
Yep. It's like then, though I'm not saying anything, I'm staying right next to her.
Glug
Do
glug.
you resist? Do you drink?
Drink the water. Glug glug.
Yes, the water is also poisoned.
Fuck.
So please, I will say this is the third time. So here, this time I will not allow a roll. You fail.
I didn't know the water was gonna be poisoned too. What the hell?
Yes.
Okay, well now I'm definitely holding on to Leah harder.
As you drink this water, you realize that this is poisoned as well.
Oh.
That feeling of frightenness that came in your chest just grows and grows and grows. You get this distinct feeling that someone is watching you from the shadows. Your vision gives way and you're lying in a bed, decrepit and old. You look around you as you realize that you're dying alone. You blink and you see the corpse of Sunflower bathed in blood on the floor.
Oh my
You sit at a desk as tears roll down your heads, as the shaking of your hands doesn't allow you to make your potions. You try and cast your spells, but magic has left you behind. It no longer wants you. You look in the mirror and you don't even recognize the husk that you see.
God!
You see this nightmare, visions, blinking lights. You see systematically everyone you've cared for getting pulled up on chopping blocks and having their heads cut off. You see your childhood home in flames, unable to save anyone inside it nor anything. You have these nightmare after nightmare after nightmare. And in this distance, you see this man wearing a red robe, cackling at your despair as this thunderous nightmare continues. The rest of you just see that she goes really quiet. She goes pale and she goes sickly, and she is helped up, and she doesn't even resist as she is carried through the ballroom. You see
I would
she
follow.
is completely dissociated.
Yeah.
You see the maid really goes, no, really, I insist. Please let us handle this. We
I
got
insist on following.
this. Please, just enjoy the party. Nothing will happen to her. You will have her right back, we promise.
I just give her a glare.
You see she looks kind of desperate, and then she sort of like eyes over at Lord Rosnas, and you see Lord Rosnas approaches and is like, is there a problem?
I'm just going with the person I'm supposed to protect.
She'll be right back.
My job to protect her.
Will our
Alright.
friend be all right, Lord?
Yeah, all right. You can come with her. We'll all four go. The maid, you two, and me.
Hmm.
The rest of you stay and enjoy the party. I'll make sure that all of this is handled properly. Is that okay?
Okay, I nod.
Yeah. So Rosnas then leads you and the maid and Eiley up to a set of stairs. What do the rest of you do?
Okay, Mazer, plan. They're going up the stairs. I don't think there's too many eyes on that. And if there is, would you take the bag up there and then I'll join you later?
Then I don't think we should follow them. We should stay here and wait what's happening here.
Mazer, people don't know. Like, as soon as they cross that door upstairs, people never see them again. That's what we know about. We cannot just let them go and not.
How do you know about that? That we
The
will never see them again.
our contractor said that people went missing after these parties.
But we don't know what is behind that door.
We don't.
Do you want to run there blindly in?
Yeah, that's what I said. You enter that door with the bag. I'll get you there, like, no problem. And then I'll follow you later. We need to hurry up. Ailey's being taken. Leah is alone.
You have to trust her to hold out
You-
for a little bit longer. I don't think it's the right call to move right behind them, because the Lord is on guard right now for us.
That is it. I'll make a distraction.
What are you planning to do?
I don't know yet, but we need to act quickly. Come on. I'll keep everyone's eyes on me, and you'll just climb the stairs with the bag with our weapons.
You
Okay.
see the statue in the middle of the room?
Uh-huh. What about it?
I think something's fishy about that.
Oh, then I'll make a distraction using the statue. Good idea. Okay, come on, let's do this. Mazer, we don't have much time.
Okay, fine. You gonna play with the statue, and I go upstairs slowly.
Okay. Just before we go, let's get our things first. We go at the entrance where we left our at the wardrobe. I think that's what it's called
Yeah.
to get the supplies. I just say,
Garderobe.
hello. Excuse me. It appears that Lord. Fuck.
Awkward.
Sorry,
Rasnas.
Lord Rasnas. He wants to actually start doing some business. So can we get our supplies that we left there? It's that bag over there, big
Oh,
brown
yes,
one.
so of course, here you go, sir.
Ah, thank you,
You
thank
had
you.
to
It's
know.
thrown back with the dollar signs.
Yeah, Amazer. Here we go. All right.
I will take care of the business.
Distraction. Oh my god. What do I have? Bounty, no. Stories, of course. Time to make a scene. I like get myself pumped up. Look at the statue. Is it posing in a funny way, or what do I see?
The statue, it looks like this like armored knight that is like standing with a sword in its hands, pointed downwards. You can roll an investigation check if you like,
All right.
Like the
Yeah.
Oscar.
or you can do something else to it if you want.
A quick investigation is fine.
It looks like a very nice armor with Neo's roll from before, where he saw that there's definitely something up with it. You can also tell there's something up with, but you just can't tell what.
Uh-huh. Okay. I will grab a plate full of food, smashing it into the statue's head, and start yelling, "Oh, what a lovely party this is!
My God.
Gather
Firstly-
around, everybody!"
Firstly, roll an attack roll with advantage.
Okay.
I'm just wondering what Leopold and Sunflower is thinking while they just see it.
And don't add your proficiency because I don't think you have Tavern Brawler, so you are
Not-
don't have proficiency with improvised weapons.
Not yet, but I want.
18 plus your strength, I think, or
So
your
good.
dex.
My dex is a modifier of 1, so +1. Strength is 3.
Yeah, you definitely hit. Roll 1d4.
1d4. 4.
4, nice.
Oh.
Yes, and now I would like all of you to roll initiative.
Mm.
Based on Eiley, could you roll an initiative one more, so just see which of
Thank
you
you.
two is first?
Yay!
Honestly, I don't think we're. I'm not gonna try to fight right away. I don't think we need to fight this one out.
One question: which stairs I am on now? There are no stairs. What are talking about stairs?
There are stairs right next to the servant, that is right next to Rin, that is right next to Leah, that is right next to Lord
Oh yeah,
Frostnar.
there is. Never mind.
Right
I'm at-
there is a stair.
okay, and I'm not. Okay, I'm still have the bag with the weapons. Only
Well, I still have a weapon on me
yeah, you have a
already.
weapon. I have my own weapon.
It's like I have
Okay.
my short sword on me.
Silver went and got the weapons, so you do have your weapons, but I don't think you have had time to put on your armor.
So we have regular weapons, or just they do, and me and Rin don't.
You and Rin have the weapons you had on you in the party, but Mesa and Neo and Leopold, I will say, have their actual weapons, but they don't have their armor.
I don't really use weapons. I just have my magic. To be fair.
Yes, that's very handy.
I will miss my armor, but at least I have a weapon that has my hexblade thing on it.
As you bash this statue over the head, you see this red energy burst up inside of it, and its eyes light up with this red glow. As it pulls its sword, it starts to move. You have dealt 4 points of damage to it from that improvised attack, but you see it stands up and whips around and looks at you. As you see this this construct-like thing, this statue, this energy, you're not really quite sure what it is, but it's staring you down. And I will say, yeah, that was silver, and that counts as one of your attacks.
Okay.
The creature is surprised, so it's not gonna have a turn the first round.
I throw the food at the armor. Start like saying, "Hey everybody, listen up! I have a good one to tell." And then I like start noticing that it starts moving. Oh, I wanted a distraction. All right. let's get the heck out of here. And then I start running around in circles because does not have any corners. Maybe it has an opportunity attack, so I just go over this table.
That would provoke an opportunity attack, yes.
Yeah, go for it.
That
Move
is
my
with
arm.
disadvantage, because all opportunity attacks with disadvantage.
Hmm.
Does an 11 hit?
So no chainmail, no shields. It meets it.
It hits it.
Okay.
Is that what you said?
My current armor class is 11.
Alright, so then it hits with its longsword. And it is using it in 2 hands. Oh, that's lucky. 5 points of slashing damage.
Okay. As soon as that happens, I'm surprised, but I still look at Mazer and I'm like, go now, it's your cue. I hold my arm and I'm like, it got me. And then I start like walking on this table, bashing into everything, like throwing the food down, kicking it unintentionally, and losing my balance. I fall, and I pretend to be unconscious after making a lot of noise and creating a distraction.
Yeah, roll a performance.
Okay. Performance.
Ooh,
21.
Whoa.
damn.
Nice. Yeah,
I'm the god at bullshitting.
everyone is solidly distracted. Even over by you, Leah and Eiley, you see Lord Rosnar and the servant turn around and immediately start after hearing the noise.
Okay, so what do I know that's going on right now? Just hear a bunch of noise.
Didn't you plan a distraction with Silver? So you probably understand
Dum-Dum,
that it
thank you
is
so much for
distraction.
follow. Welcome,
You can't really
welcome.
see much from where you're standing.
And you said they just turned around. Are they heading back towards the hall?
They're not hitting anywhere yet, but they're definitely distracted. Let's just put it like that.
Okay, I'll just stay by Rin and her Ailey and hold my action to if they start to do anything to her.
And now it is their turn. So I think Rosnar is going to move 15. You can take an attack opportunity if you want to.
I
Uh,
won't, since I'm not sure about him at the time.
Yeah, he runs over here and looks exasperated, like, what's going on? You see the maid, she's too shocked to do anything, so I think she just stands still for a moment. I would say Molly full on just back into the corner. I think most of the nobles are just confused about what's going on. I think this one here is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then do a little bit of a dash to get up to the side of Lord Rostar and just stay there for the moment. And then we of course come to the important one, the statue that moves 5, 10.
Ooh.
And you have knocked yourself prone, you said?
The statue doesn't know you're playing dead.
Prone attacks have disadvantage. Enemy attacks have advantage within 5 feet and disadvantage further away. So he has advantage.
Yeah.
Cool. That's gonna be nasty.
Goodbye, Silver.
The first roll is a 17 and the second roll is a 12. So that hits.
Mm-hmm.
And that is 14 points of slashing damage.
Jesus Christ.
Still
And
up.
he has 2 attacks, so he's going to do his second attack. Again with advantage.
Nice.
22 and a 14, so that hits again.
Wow.
That were 8 points of damage.
Okay. Yeah. That will put me down.
You're unconscious?
-5. Yeah.
Oh
Yep.
god. You're down?
Yeah. That's a lot of attacks.
Damn.
Yeah, sure. I'll just put a little.
He just took like 20-something points of damage.
5 points.
I'll just put a little token on you. And he has moved 10 feet, so he's then just going to move
Hey,
15.
Wait, it knows that we're allies?
Yes, it has been standing in the room looking at you the entire time. 20, but it doesn't have any more actions, so it's just going to end right there.
I don't like it.
It's
Mason,
not
it's your
attacking
turn.
guests.
I open the bag and put on my armor.
Eesh. Okay.
I mean, you can, but it will take multiple turns to do it.
Why?
Because a turn is 6 seconds, and putting on armor takes more than 6 seconds.
That was fair.
I'm fast.
Nobody can put on armor in 6 seconds. Sorry to say.
Fine, I don't put on my armor if I'd known that.
Mhm.
I get my battle axe out, scream to Leopold, take care of Sunflower, and then I attack the big scary
Hit it.
thingy. I hit it with Magus. 23.
23 hits.
That sounds good. Loads to Magus. 5 slashing damage.
Nice.
Is it dead?
No. You chop
Okay.
into this armor and you see it sort of like shakes, but it still stands strong.
Damn, it's a tough boy.
Oh boy. Okay, then I use my action search and do the same thing once again.
Yes.
14.
14 misses.
Oh,
That
wow.
doesn't sound good.
It's literally armor.
Okay, now I have a problem. I'm just standing there and waiting for my end.
Yep. Ailey, at the end of your turn, because you are hypnotized, will you please roll a wisdom saving throw? 9. That is a fail. You are still hypnotized. Leopold's turn. He is first going to just tell Sunflower to book it, and she is. She makes it that far with a
Damn.
dash. And then he is going to... Oh, yeah, this is tough.
Hey, can't the hag be helpful too? Or
She
Does-
promised you she'd be a wolflight, didn't she?
okay, but like, what if her own life is in danger? Is this
Thank you, Ren. All your fault.
how does this entity not attack everyone except for the Lord? Like that would make sense to me.
He casts Moonbeam. Let's see here. Exactly the damage. It must make a Constitution saving throw. It takes 2d10 rated damage on a failsafe or half as much damage on a successful one. And it is, what is a Constitution save, which is a +3. 8. It fails. So it takes 2d10 damage. Radiant damage. That's nice. That's real nice.
Damage itself?
That's 10 radiant damage. That's nice.
To himself?
No, it's Leopold that casts it on the statue.
Oh.
This is Leopold's turn.
Oh, okay.
There is a moonbeam right there, and he, as a bonus action, can he do anything as a bonus action? Let me just see here. Does he have? Yes, he does. He casts Healing Word at level 1 on you, Silver. You heal 6.
So,
You are not at -5. You're just at 0, so you go up to 6 hit points.
Silver, fighting!
But you are back conscious. Silver, it's your turn.
look around. Lord, what happened? Why is this creature attacking us? I ask the Lord.
It was a statue.
I I was hugging it to see the size of the statue, and it just started attacking me. Can you stop it?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Roll an insight.
Okay, 17.
You get like a quivering in its voice. You think he might know, but you're not certain.
Damn, 17 is not good enough. Damn.
Well, can I use an action to try to disarm the statue?
Disarm. Instead of one attack, knock an item from grasp by winning weapon attack roll versus opponent's strength, athletics, or dex acrobatics check. Disadvantage: its item is being held by 2 or more hands, which this is. He's
This is.
carrying it in 2 hands. Larger opponents have advantage, and smaller have disadvantage.
Okay.
So it would be your attack roll against his athletics.
I will try to knock it down. How tall is the ceiling?
It is pretty tall, but it's not extremely tall. It's, I will say, it's about 4 meters.
Could I hang on like to a chandelier or something like that?
Yeah, I will say you can do that.
Okay, cool. I look up. I'm like, okay, I need to help him. Miser, look out! I jump. I don't know if I need to use the wall, but I jump onto the chandelier, and I'll try to just push him, making try to make it prone.
To knock it prone, let's see here.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll allow it as a form of grapple check. Athletics versus his athletics/acrobatics.
Any bonuses from jumping from a high spot?
I will say no. I don't think so. Not with this guy.
Oh, okay. 19.
Natural 20.
I'll action surge
Go ahead.
and try to do the same thing. 16. Oh, damn.
Oh, 19 on the die.
Yeah, I guess like I land on top of him, try to just knock it down, but he's just so strong that like I'm like, come on, get down, like just making a fool of myself, and I lose the grip and fall behind. I'm like, oh shit, Mazer, he's just so strong. Everybody help us out. That
And
would
then
be it.
Leah.
Bonus action. Wind, second wind.
Oh, second wind. Yeah.
Yeah.
For the sake of this, I'll just put you over here
Mm-hmm. Okay.
because the moonbeam would have gotten you otherwise.
Fair,
Is that
fair
okay?
enough. Yeah, for sure. 9 plus 2.
Because the moonbeam was here. Leah, it's your turn.
Okay, then can I try to move with Rin closer to the fight?
Yeah, I will say you have to make a opposed athletics check with the maid, but yes, you can do that.
Okay.
So roll in athletics.
Oops. So 18.
Yeah, you beat her. You wrestle Rin from her and start pulling her. I would say you're moving at half speed with Rin on your back.
And is this way blocked all? Or probably go there. So say 15.
You still have your action and bonus action, so if you want to dash or do something else.
I think I'll go ahead and hold an attack if anyone tries to take Ailey from me.
Cool. And that was your turn?
Yep.
When a creature enters the spell's area for the first time or starts its turns there. Alright, so at the turn of it will take, again, we'll have to do a constitution saving throw. It saves, but I think it takes half damage. Yeah, half as much on a successful one. That's 14 total divided by 7. So he takes 7 points of damage. He will, he'll risk it. He'll move over here, provoking an attack of opportunity from Silver.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
It's with disadvantage.
Yeah, unarmed strike. I'll roll 2d20.
Alright, so that's a 2. That's a miss. Whew. And then it will perform 2 attacks on Beza.
No.
Does a 23 hit.
How much armor do I have without my chainmail on?
Normal armor is 10 plus dexterity. Without
Then
armor,
yes,
right?
then it hits.
You take a grand total of 7 points of damage from the first attack.
Oh no.
And the second attack is a 25, so that also hits. And you take a grand total of 5 points of damage from that. Roll pretty low there. And yeah, that's its turn.
Oh well.
I will say, is there anyone else who does something on this turn? I will say the maid goes up and starts trying to take Ailey again. I will say, Leah, you cannot choose to attack the maid because of this.
Okay. Then I will, since you're trying to take my companion from me.
Roll.
No conversations, just
Yeah. Boom.
24 to hit.
Hits.
Oh my.
Yeah. 8
She,
piercing.
yes, and she's very dead.
Oh my. No. Oh no.
Sorry.
And who else?
Sorry.
Like,
Do we have to kill everyone now?
but-
I think Lord Rosnar definitely sees that, and I will say starts running in here. She will follow. These will smash the windows. Let me just roll a strength check for that. Fails. This one here fails. This one here fails. Oh my
Oh, no.
god.
Oh my god.
And this one
Can't
runs
you roll like this when
5,
he's attacking?
10, 15, 20.
Wait, she's not gonna help. Is that where's Molly? Oh, she's
Molly's over
there.
here.
Oh, okay, never mind.
25, 30,
Molly's a pretty
35,
lady.
50, 55, 60. Who else? She's going to bolt in this direction 5. She is going to just take a step back and observe. And yeah, I think that's it. Molly is gonna again stay back and observe. And Mesa, it's your turn.
At the beginning of my term, I scream to Molly, "Do you mind helping us a little bit?
You see, she perks up and then she says,
Pretty
"I
please?
will, but only."
Pretty please?"
Only if I can have the statue when we're done.
What is this? Wait, I can't talk to her. I don't have too much time. We can talk about that afterwards, but first we have to
No,
finish
yes
the
or no? Right now, yes or no? Can I have the statue?
I make eye contact to Silver.
Isn't it the
Like,
Lord
what do
statue?
you think? Silver, what do you think?
Sure, of course.
Fine, you
Whatever.
can get the statue, but help us, please.
All right.
Pretty please.
She takes a couple steps forward. You see she unfolds her claws on her hands, and then she runs up and just attacks, and just does a swipe,
Oh, like on Tinder.
something like that.
And it is a match.
21
Seems like-
hits.
Seems like a match. You got a match?
She deals 8 points of damage.
Necrotic?
No slashing,
Oh.
and
That's-
that's her turn.
And I still do
there
something in my
anything-
turn?
Yes.
Do I still have an action, or was my action to scream at Molly?
No, that was free.
Oh, that's a bonus action like that.
It wasn't a
Thanks.
bonus action. It was a free action.
Oh, for free. That's nice of you. Totally a crit. The second number. I choose the second number. Can I take the second number?
No, a 10 misses. She actually moved here.
Can I please take the second number?
No. Well, not unless you have advantage. Why do you have advantage?
Yes, why not?
I mean, you're technically flanking, so you have +2, but 12 still doesn't hit.
Oh, then I use this bonus action, my second wind as well.
Yep.
I roll 1d10 plus my fighter level, so I heal. I'm 5 hit points.
Yep.
And with this, I will end my turn, I think.
Cool. Eiley, please roll a wisdom saving throw. Oh, I so want you in the fight.
I'm too stunned to speak. Too traumatized. Eyes empty.
Yeah,
No soul inside. Staring at
Eiley,
the
you're
ground.
just sit there, and
Menacingly.
these
Oh.
nightmares, you can still somehow determine that some of it is real and some of it is not real. But all of a sudden, the blood on your hands feels, from holding Sunflower's dead corpse, feels realer than ever. And without you realizing that you're actually sitting and holding the maid that just died next to you.
Oh no!
Oh my
Oh no!
god.
She's basically crying. she's just like hysterically crying at this point. Just like.
And now it's Leopold's turn.
Just hear loud sister crying
And he
in
is
the
going
background.
to use his action to move it right. So he moves
Another
the move beam,
circle.
and because he moves the move beam, the creature needs to roll another Constitution saving throw, and it fails. Hallelujah! Because that is exactly enough. Leopold deals the last 5 points of damage, which kills it exactly. As you see this beam of light smash into this horror as it screeches in pain, you see the light within the armor fade as you see it just falls into bits of armor lying on the ground. At this point is where we normally would come out of combat, but you start hearing footsteps coming from the stair, Leah.
Oh!
Silver, it's your turn.
Just quickly, Mazer, our cover has been blown. Let's continue. We don't have much time. I grab my items. I cannot put the armor, but I get the shield and the harpoon. Let's book it to the others, okay? So,
Okay.
Leah. Oh, like I look at Leah like stabbing the maid that Ailey is like grabbing. What's going on?
She tried to run off with Haley.
Yeah, remind me to never mess up with you. Jesus, by the Thunderlord's beard. All right, we need to. Our cover has been blown. Let's go straight to the room, and I do my last movement. Ready action. If anybody tries to stop us, I'll just.
Did
try
you bring the bag with stuff with you, or is that still?
He has a bag of stuff. I
That
give
was-
it to him.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, you did.
Okay. Then in that case, I have my shield and the bag in hand.
All right, and that's your turn, Silver.
Mhm.
Cool. Leah.
Okay, so we'll quickly take my stuff from the bag, and then I guess, am I over the corner? Can I see to the stairs where that guy's at, like in front of them?
Yes, I will say you can.
Okay, then I'm gonna just face step right in front of the Lord, blocking him with my bonus action.
Yep. As you stand there in the stairwell, you can see the stairwell goes like up here, and then it turns to the right and goes back around here. Right here, you can see that there is this guard-looking type person on the stair trying to head down the stairs.
Okay.
So he's standing here, and he will then have to travel like this to get down to you. But he's up the stairs. He's not inside this room.
What can he see, Leo?
Okay.
Yes, but like
Oh.
the guardrail is in the way. There's like a guardrail, so you can see each other through the guardrail, but you can't really swing weapons through it. Or at least you would have to do it with disadvantage.
I guess when I grabbed weapons, we'll just say I left the short sword and did the shield, which I'm assuming grabbing a shield will not take up anything.
I will allow it as a bonus action to put on a shield.
I guess that won't work since I used my bonus action.
Oh,
To teleport.
you know what? Just give me a dexterity check.
Okay.
And acrobatics if you have it. But, 18. Yeah.
No.
I will say you managed to get the shield on without using an action. I will allow that.
Then could I try to knock out the Lord with my action?
I mean, you can try, but it would definitely have to be an attack.
Okay. Actually, I guess before attacking, just say stop. I don't know what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, you just say stop. I mean, you're blocking his way, so that's a
Yeah.
quite good chance that he is gonna stop.
Yeah. So then I guess I'll hold my attack if one of them attacks me.
And that's you. And now it's their turn. You see Lord Rosnar looks around and looks about who can see him right now, and only really you and her can. Right, this one here. So you see he barks an order to the thug to kill the witnesses. And then you see he starts climbing up the wall as if he was a spider.
Wow.
Just
Oh.
completely starts climbing up the wall.
Don't
and
say
starts-
that word, don't.
Oh, sorry, Mango. Mango. Sorry, that's on me.
Ban him.
He he starts climbing the wall like a caterpillar.
That's kind of weird, but okay.
Yep, it works. And he starts climbing on the ceiling and moves literally over you up the stairwell.
I wouldn't get an opportunity attack when
You would.
he suddenly started climbing.
You would.
Okay. So yeah, I think when I saw him start to climb the wall, I would attack. Since that is weird. 16 to hit.
That hits. Deal damage.
8 piercing damage.
Yes, you stab up and you can just feel the toughness of his skin. It deals damage, but not as much as you wished it would. This guy will then run down, and then your held action as he starts attacking you. So you can use your held action to attack him.
Okay. So 17
Yes, that hits.
and 6 piercing damage.
Nice. Cool. And he then makes 2 attacks on you. The first attack is a 13.
Match means it hits me, right?
Yep.
Okay, and then that one hits.
You take 5 points of damage. And the second attack, 8 misses. And that's his turn. You also hear some more shuffling upstairs, like that there are more people upstairs. And that is then Mesa's turn.
I talked to Molly. What is her name? Molly?
Molly.
Yes.
Molly. Molly.
M-A.
Yeah.
What? No, I wrote M-A-L-I because you said that earlier.
Maybe she had a name change in the 2 days.
It's fine. What do you say?
What was that statue kind of thingy?
No, this is
Yes,
a
yes.
helmed horror. Very valuable.
Interesting.
I can repair it and remake it.
For what would you need something like that?
It's reliable.
Ah, good to know, good to know. But are you sure that it won't do any harm here anymore?
Oh, I will not have it stationed here.
So
I'll
it's,
move it to my
it's
shack
out of order for now.
for now.
Then I gonna walk or run to the others and see what's up there.
Run as far as you can.
Then I use my dash in action to do the same again.
Yes.
I go one more because I don't want to stand on the dead body, if it's okay for you.
Yep. I mean, we can also just move that out of the way.
Now she's in the wall. What happened here? Why is she dead?
Ellie's still unconscious.
Ailey, what did you do?
She's still
Ailey,
unconscious.
Ailey, wake up! I try to wake Ailey up. Can I shake her hard enough so she wakes up? Like you do with a little kid?
I will say, as a bonus action, you give her advantage on her next saving throw.
Yeah, get advantage. I touch your shoulder.
I
Nothing else, just the shoulder. I think the shoulder should be fine.
Yep.
With consent.
Is that your turn?
But wait,
Ailey.
before I end my turn, I have to steal a coin from Rin.
Huh?
It stands on the chat.
You, a coin? What coin?
Yeah, I want to steal a coin from Rin when she's unconscious.
Just any coin?
Any coin.
Rin, you decide what coin he steals.
Coin? He can have a copper coin if he wants. A single copper coin.
Perfect. I did one more. Then I can end my turn.
Okay, sure.
Cool.
I'm down to 5 copper coins, I guess.
Ailey, roll wisdom saving throw with advantage. Nice.
Finally.
You're welcome.
You
The couple coins well spent.
Mesa runs up to you and shakes you, and as you open your eyes, you see yourself holding a dead maid in your hands for what you thought was Sunflower. You immediately just drop this corpse from your hands, and you are covered in blood, but you snap out of it. And I will say that since you haven't gotten to play at all in this fight, I will say you have your turn.
Oh, that was... Oh my god, I thought I was never gonna get... I look around, and I don't even care that I'm covered in blood. I just see the dead body, I'm just like, what? What is going on?
Our cover is blown up. We need to find Leah. She's over there. We need to help her.
Our cover's...
The Lord is running away.
How is our cover blown? I thought I was gonna get taken away, and then you guys gonna find me, and we're gonna find out.
We
What?
don't have much time to talk about Ailey.
Yeah, we don't know what's happened. There's just know that we are not for.
Where's Sunflower?
Oh, look behind. Leopold has her. Yes, she's fine.
She's not even with Leopold.
No.
Okay, fine. It's okay. She's still. I would say she's still kind of disoriented from getting out of a nightmare, but she moves over to Leah at least
Hey.
and goes, Leah, are you hurt? Are you okay?
I'm okay. Glad you're finally awake.
Oh, she uncharacteristically flings her arms around Leah and just gives her like the biggest hug you have ever seen. Tightest hug, and be like, just like savoring the fact that this Leah is real and that she is alive.
Ignoring the fact I'm fighting the ground in front of me.
Okay, fine. After she hugs, she realizes there's this dude over there, and like, okay, you're alive. We're all alive. Everything's fine. And she throws a firebolt at the dude.
Casual fireball.
And the one next to Leah?
Yep.
22 hits. Roll damage. 7 points of damage. Nice. Amazing. He's still up. Cool. After Ailey, it is Leopold. Yep. Let's just go here. Leopold is just going to full on try and get into the fray, and is going to drop concentration on Moonbeam. I will say that he, because of how tight the stairwell is, I will say he can't see anything, and he's also used his action. Is there anyone here who are hurt? Either Leah or Mesa or Ailey?
I have 5 points of damage on me.
All right.
Hurt, but not bleeding
I have
or
more
whatever.
points of damage on me.
You have a lot of damage on you, Mesa.
7. Is 7 a lot or not?
It's more than 5. He's going to healing word you, Mesa.
7?
You heal 7. You're back up to full.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm
Ailey, you were just promised that Sunflower was with Leopold, and now you see Leopold without Sunflower.
She grabs onto Leopold's shoulders, shaking him aggressively. Where is Sunflower?
She's outside. I told her to run, and she ran.
By herself?
better than being in this house.
So anybody could steal her or take her for this man of a lord.
She'll be fine. Just focus on killing the ones that could kill her.
I will remember this.
I hope you do.
Remember this next time you drink unknown wine and water.
Hey, I didn't think the wine
Silva.
was gonna be poisoned too.
Yeah. 1, 2. Damn, damn. It's tied up here. I got too much. Who is he? Who is she?
She is the one that the two people who you got this mission from. She is the female of the two of them.
Okay.
Oh, just watching us.
Yeah, I go. It's hard. I can't do much. Is he guarding a door?
He's just standing in the stairwell. He's not guarding it. Like it. The stairwell moves up and then it curves to the right, to the left here, and then it backs around and goes back up again here, and then up to the next floor, right above you.
I start doing some parkour, and I also use my climbing speed to just go over everybody else.
Yeah, he does get an attack of opportunity on you if you do that, but you can definitely do it.
No, but I choose to be on top of Leah, if that's okay.
Oh yeah, you can do that.
Yeah,
That
and then
sounds mad.
I guess I drop the bag, taking out my harpoon, and I stab.
Yes, go ahead.
Ara, get out of the way!
I need to double check, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, misses.
We don't have time for you. Get out of the way. We're gonna kill you. And I end my turn.
Okay, yeah, I'll go ahead and attack them again. Ouch, 9.
8 misses. 9 misses.
Hopefully one day I can figure out how to get that setting in here, but... Let's see... What can I see around the guy? I can see further up the stairwell, or...
What you can see, I mean, you can see up the stairwell, and you can see that there is like this lounge room upstairs. From this angle, you can't see much, but you can definitely hear the footsteps of someone else armored up there.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go ahead and use my other phase step to teleport right outside the lounge.
Yep, you can do that.
Yep.
One moment. So this is the situation upstairs. Like these 4 people over here are all noblemen that are sitting and like looking exactly like Eigli did downstairs, where they're just completely blank and gaunt, and it's just completely disassociated. You see Lord Rosnar and another one of these thugs, and then a maid standing here up in this room, and then there is a double door here and a single door over here.
Yeah. Okay, then I'll just use a bit of movement to block off the other guard.
Cool.
And then end my turn, since that should be all my stuff. And I guess I can just throw this to the side. I disappeared.
Place you out next to Lord Rosnar out here by the side. We can also place this one over here. It's not really necessary. Now it is their turn. So I'm gonna have this thug guy to attack the crawling pirate. First attack, 23.
Hits.
That is 5 points of damage. Second attack, 12.
Yeah, I have a shield. Does not hit.
Misses. Perfect.
Ooh.
All right. This one here is going to move 5, 10, and start attacking. She makes 2 melee attacks with her short sword. First one hits. I'm also just going to do the second one at the same time. Second one also hits, and then damage. 8 damage and 5 damage, so that's a total of 13 damage, killing him.
Hooray.
So she runs up and stabs him to death. This woman right here will move 5, 10, 15, and stab Mesa.
So I was fine to stab the maid.
What
Does a 10
happened?
hit Mesa?
No, but what happened?
So this woman here was standing here. This maid, she's the suspicious maid, the one that was
Okay.
serving the drinks. She runs up to you and rolls a 10 to attack.
I step her back. Can I step her back? Can I
Do you have an
counterattack?
ability like that?
No.
Then you can on your turn then.
Okay, it's my turn now.
Almost. Does 10 hit?
No, still not.
10 doesn't hit. All right, so super.
I
Next
have
attack,
to-
14. Does 14 hit?
I think so. I still have no idea what my armor class is right now.
10 plus your dexterity plus modifier.
Okay, so my armor gave me +5. Okay.
Your dexterity modifier is plus 5?
No, my armor would give me +5.
Yes.
Okay, just say that -5. It hits.
It hits super.
Not super.
Alright, not super. You take 4 points of damage.
Okay.
And then we'll just... She runs and hides in the toilet. This one... Does it get out of the window this turn? Nope.
Idiot.
This one... No. This one does manage to break out. And we'll take that afterwards. This one does also manage to break out. So I'll say that runs off and runs off. And I'll say with this one, with its movement, will just move like that. And this one will run off also. Cool. Am I missing something? Yes, I am in the second screen. Because it's also their turn. This thug is going to attack Leah. Oh.
Well, D0, I'll take it.
Does a 21 hit?
Yes.
Alright. 6 damage. And then the second attack does a 10 misses. Cool.
Yeah, I'm not dead, but I'm bleeding.
Lord Rosnar is going to move 5, 10, 15, and then he's going to run into the house, and you can hear him running down this way, but you can't see him. So he disappears. This maid is also just gonna book it.
You don't have to kill every maid. That's a plus.
Cool.
Kills them all.
Oh my god.
And yeah, that's their turn. Mesa, it's your turn.
I want to take my revenge at that person who
Yes,
tried
go
to
ahead.
stab me in the back and also actually had stabbed me in the back. 10,
Misses.
11,
Misses.
12, 13, 14, 15.
Wouldn't you like to know, Wither Boy?
What did you just say to me?
You have any potions or anything fun with your bonus action?
I don't have any bonus actions left. That's the problem. I don't have anything to do with level 2.
And then hurry up and level to level 3.
It's your fault.
It's not my fault.
Sunflower better be okay, she says to herself, and then walks up to the second floor. Goes forward, sees that there's another enemy that Leah's hits, and she just doesn't say much and just tosses a fireball at him. Very angry.
One thing I just want to say, because it's a ranged attack, it's actually disadvantage if you're within melee range. So if you're standing right here, you have a normal attack. Just
We
Fine.
take this.
Fine.
We take those.
That's-
we take those. We
that's
take those.
that's something Eiley would have known. That's not necessarily right. So I'm just
Yeah,
making
fine.
you aware, right?
Yeah, I'll just stay here then.
Yes, and
Just
you
25.
crit it. Roll damage. Nice, 5 points of damage. Cool, amazing. Is there anything else Eiley want to do? Any bonus actions? Any fun stuff?
No.
Leopold. Yeah, he's gonna cast Hold Person on the one next to Mesa, and she has to roll a Wisdom saving throw. She rolls a 13, which I believe is a fail. It is a fail, so she becomes completely paralyzed and she gets locked in place. And all attacks within melee range on her is critical hits and have advantage.
Maybe I hit now.
Now you will definitely hit and you will also definitely hurt. Leopold just needs to maintain concentration. So 5, 10, 30, and that his action and his move. Yep, that is Leopold's turn. Silver,
Hey, righty, let's go to the room.
you go
I don't-
upstairs.
Oh, sorry, I moved. Please drag me. Oh my god.
We move in here.
Uh,
You should have control over your token out by the side, so we'll just put you there. There you go.
my token had the HP. Hold on.
Oh, how much HP I did
No,
you
no,
have?
okay. I have 12. It's fine. So.
12 HP, yep.
Okay. Ailey, who do I need to hit?
It's the dude behind the sofa.
Alright, here we go. And jump, use the sofa, get a high ground, and try to stab him.
Yep.
Yeah. Come on.
I will say you... Yeah, you have advantage, sure. Why not?
Hey. 13. If 16 hits, 13 points
Hits.
of
13 points of damage. Nice.
damage. Hey.
He is very bloodied.
We know what your guys are up to. And that's what I say. And then my turn.
And that was Silver. Leah,
Okay, I'll go ahead and do Booming Blade on to try to hit them. 17 to hit
hits.
and 8 piercing.
Nice, he dies.
Hey.
Okay, and I'll shout back. The Lord ran this way. ran out those
Okay.
doors, then I'll start heading towards them. 20 foot, so I guess like around there.
Cool. And that's your turn?
And yeah, I'll end
Yeah.
my turn with that.
Then it's the Lord's turn. Do they get a saving throw on whole person? Let me just see here. At the end of each of its turns, the target can make another saving throw. Succeeds, but it still loses its entire turn. This lady is going to move upstairs and move 5, 10, 15. Mesa, it's your turn. You're standing right next to her.
15.
50 hits. Deal damage. 5. Nice.
No. 13.
On top of the 5.
No, just 13. I
Just
can
13,
reroll
okay.
if I have a damage roll 1 or 2,
Oh, nice.
but I can only do it once per attack.
Cool. Amazing. That did a lot of damage to her. She's still standing, but she's very bloodied. Then after you, it's Eileen's turn.
He did, right?
He did.
Oh, he did.
But all these people, noble and
Wait, did I
over
kill the
here
mate?
flanked, right?
SM?
Uh,
Did I kill her?
no, they're still alive. They're still alive, but barely.
Okay, I need to slate some more.
She walks up to the lords that are all like in a daze. Is there anything we can do to help them?
You can use a bonus action to try and shake them awake.
Sure, I'll do that. The first
Yeah.
boy. The first boy over here.
Yep, you do that. I'm just gonna roll. Yeah, he wakes up.
Sir, are you okay?
He's just completely shaken. It appears as if this man has been in this trance for some time. Like he
Oh.
is deeply, deeply traumatized from this.
Jeez. It's okay. You're out of it now. You don't have to see those things again.
Is this another trick?
No, I promise it's not. I went through the same thing. Look around you. There's my friend over there. Her name's Leah.
Oh, I don't know you. Normally it's people I know that die.
That's also why this isn't a trick. You're actually awake this time.
Oh, I see. You see he's completely disassociating.
Stay here for now. And
Uh,
gather your surroundings, I suppose.
I will. I will.
I have a normal action, though, that I haven't used. Can I use a normal action to wake a second person?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. She goes over to the lady.
Yep.
To try to shake her awake.
She wakes.
Hmm.
She was one of the ones Mesa saw getting upstairs, so she's relatively new into it, and she's still shocked, but she gets out of it as quickly as you did.
Madam, you're okay now.
I see. Thank God. That was horrible.
I know. Perhaps you could help me try wake the others.
Yeah, I'll help.
Alright, and that ends my turn.
Cool. Leopold's turn. He's just gonna run after Sunflower. One
Thank God!
One.
Okay, you got those nobles.
Yes, two of them are awake.
Okay.
I'm just gonna make the non-awakened ones. Yeah, snail. Let's see.
No, just go. Oi, wake up. It's not time to be sleeping.
If you want to wake one of them, you have to use a bonus action.
Yeah. Bonus and then the action for the other.
Yep,
Oi.
you do that.
Wake up.
Cool.
You guys
I'll
have been
just-
kidnapped. Are you
Roll
okay?
for them.
Oh.
The first one wakes, and the second one also wakes.
Nice.
You all
Mm.
start noticing that these people, they seem oddly drained. Like
Yeah.
more so than just the hallucination. There was something else that was draining them.
Oh.
Arcana check to check if there's anything magic involved.
Oh, hell yes. Roll an Arcana check. 10. You know that there are some creatures that feed on emotions, but you're not certain what kind or who it would be, or if that is even it in this case here. But that is like your best guess.
Who are you all? Why were you invited to this party?
I'm a lord, an hour from here. I'm invited to most parties in the region.
I don't think these guys would know anything that we don't, Ailey. We still need to find the Lord.
No, because perhaps there is a link to all four of them. So you all are lords and ladies.
Yes.
Do you all have anything in common?
Other
Wow.
than being nobles from this area? No, what? I don't think so.
Do you have children?
Yes.
So you're married.
I am, yes.
Ellie,
She isn't. And then he points at one of the girls that was also in the trains.
Okay, so nothing with relationships.
Ellie, we're gonna take the whole day if we keep going through this.
Fine, let's just find the Lord then.
Yeah. All right. Leah, did you saw where he went?
He's somewhere out here. Lost track after he ran out these doors.
All right. You four, I advise you to stay here. Something might be out there for you. So either stay here or flee downstairs. Just don't get in our way. Let's explore over here first. Where's Mazer?
Roll a perception check.
Mazer perception.
Mazer's downstairs still. 14. You see a couple droplets of blood that then disappears the further down this way.
Left?
Yes, left.
Okay, got it. Okay, over here, guys. Let's go. I guess we go all together, following the trail.
Yeah, so that was you, Silver. And
I think we're still in turn-based stuff.
Oh, we're still.
Yeah, we're still in turn-based.
Oh, we're still
Oh.
in.
We're
Yes.
still technically combat.
Okay, then.
There's a reason for it,
Okay.
but
okay.
you're still in
Okay.
combat.
I think you're fine to be in the hallway.
Yeah, you can go to the
Alright.
hallway.
Yeah, I think you could go into the hallway. How much movement have you used? I think that's fine. Yeah, I think that's fine.
So then I go out and start following the directions. Since did Silver say he saw the blood, or did he
Yes.
just say that way? Okay. So start following the blood. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Right
do
about
I see-
here, the blood disappears, but you can't see anything in the room.
I don't see anything in the room, but I'm not seeing blood either.
Yeah, there's no blood, neither in the room nor in the hallway. The blood trail just ends.
There's a maid on the top right. Is that why we're still in battle?
This one?
Yeah.
That's it. No, she's just hiding in the toilet.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay.
I guess. And I look around like the walls and ceiling, since I knew he already crawled up walls once to see if I see anything.
No, you don't see anything. Roll an intelligence check with advantage.
None.
That's unfortunate.
I guess I'll just go. I don't know where he went. The trail ends here.
Do you have a dash left or something like that?
Yeah, I have it. I guess I'll go ahead and dash, and then so that's an extra 30, right? Then I guess I'll sort of peek in there and see if I see anything.
I would say you could do that without using the movement and just staying there. But you can see that the room looks empty.
I'll start heading towards this next set.
And is that your movement?
Yep, that should be into my turn then.
You all hear a rumble from this room in here. This one over here.
Close to where I'm at.
Okay, got it.
And the timer decreases by 1.
Wow.
That's not good.
Timer? Timer?
The timer.
What
The
timer?
timer. The timer.
The
Mesa, it's your turn.
Huh? There's a timer?
0 questions. X.
17 hits and 6 points of damage. Kills her.
Yay! Now I
We
go
each kill
upstairs
the
to the
main.
others.
Yep.
And look what's up.
You get up the stairs.
Ooh, I'm upstairs. So I can go around there.
Yep.
Ali! What happened here? Where's everyone?
The Lord ran away, and well, these people were poisoned.
Okay, thanks for the info.
Mm.
Now you can do your thing.
If you wanna help out, you could go through go to the left, and you'll meet Silver, and then he'll tell you where to go.
Okay, give me like 6 seconds to move again.
Wow.
Eiley, it's your turn.
Those are doors in the bottom corner, right?
Here?
How do you peen again? Yeah.
Yes, those are doors. So she could run this way and save a little bit of movement.
Since you did hear the noise coming from that way, I'm assuming fair assumption to make you might head that way.
That is fair. Yep, that's as far as I can go. Okay, I am my turn.
All right. That's as far as you can go.
Mhm.
Can you go further with a dash action? A dash action. That's where you use your action to have twice as much movement.
Oh, sure. I guess I could do that. Okay, 30, 35.
All right. I will say you open the door as you get into that room,
Yeah.
and you also see Leopold coming up from these stairs down here.
Oh.
You see Leopold standing right on these stairs,
Okay.
and you see the Lord Rosnell standing over there.
Leopold! Sunflower! Okay.
Yes.
Oh, thank God. Alright. Well, now I can focus without worrying. Alright, and my turn.
Yep.
Wait, because I can't possibly hit him from here, can I?
You've used your action, so if you have a bonus action to do something, you could.
No, never mind.
Keep going towards the noise. Dash. 1, 2, 3. Is the door open?
The door is over here.
4, 5. Bash in. 6. Hiya.
One thing I forgot on Eileen's turn was to describe the scene. You see Lord Rosnar standing, kneeling in front of this altar. You see his vampiric fangs on full display as he raises his hand up in this sort of prayer to this ghostly lich in a red dress. It is not there, but it's like this image of this skull, this skeleton with the skin clinging to the flesh, a crown sitting around it, magical energies and stones flying around it. You see these dark energies siphon out from the vampiric Lord Rosnar and up into this ghostly lich as it stands above the altar. Both Eileen and Silver, you may roll a, is it a history check? I think it is. You don't know exactly what's going on, but I will say with a 9, it is common knowledge enough that there exists this group of wizards called the Red Wizards of Thay, and they are very proudly power hungry and dresses themselves in these red robes. But you have no clue what kind of red wizard this is. You have no clue what's going on, but you just know that there is this ephemeral image of a red wizard lich in front of you.
Red Wizard of Thay? Or just Red
Of
Wizard?
Thay, Red Wizard of Thay.
He must be the one who's been feeding on their emotions.
How can someone do that? That's horrible.
For power.
Leah.
Would it be like 15 or more to try to get around shafts to get to this area? I guess how much to get there? Since
I'll just allow it like it's normal squares. It's not like you guys are fighting each other to get in. I will say you're friends and you're trying to help each other out, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, so say 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Yep.
And then I'll go ahead and try to stab him to disrupt whatever the fuck he's doing.
Cool.
And I'll go ahead and say it's a booming blade too. So 14 to hit.
Misses.
Then I guess we'll have to end my turn.
After Leah, it is his turn, and the timer goes down one more as he keeps praying to the altar.
What timer?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yeah, we do!
Mesa.
I am Mesa. I have to run through the wall so I can do it. Why do you have a count as my measurement stick?
You can change it in shape.
Can I run through walls?
You can run through this door right here.
Okay, then I have to turn right.
Yeah, so 20.
Okay, and because I'm sprinting, can I sprint into him and knock him down?
That would be an attack. I will say with this you can just barely make it to him.
Okay, then I'm out of breath and standing next to him and into his ear.
Yeah.
Sorry for that.
Eileen.
I step forward. Can I? Everybody's trying to kill him, but what if I attack the altar instead?
Hey.
You can do that.
Okay. Let me just. Okay. Yeah. Wait. Does Leah get hit for this? It's like a quarter of it.
If you do this, he gets hit, but Leah doesn't.
Okay. Great. Then I shall use Burning Hands.
Burning hands.
What does he need to roll? Dexterity saving throw.
Yes.
Ooh. 17. What is your spell save DC?
13.
then he saves.
Okay, he
And
saves,
he
but what about the
takes-
altar? Altar.
He takes half as much damage on a successful one, and the altar doesn't have a dexterity saving throw, so it auto fails.
Nice.
What?
So
okay,
roll
okay.
3d6 damage. He takes half, and the altar takes full. 3d6, 12 points of damage to the altar, and 6 to him. One thing I will also say that you notice is the wound you made on him before. You can downstairs at the stairwell. You can no longer see on him, and you think it might have something to do with the fact that he's a vampire.
Well, no shit.
Because yeah, that would have been my wound, right?
Actually, before
Yeah.
I end my turn, I shout
Yeah.
at him, being like, "Why are you doing this?" Is he gonna reply or say?
He looks over on you and says, "You think I have a choice?"
I do think you have a choice.
And he keeps praying.
Wow.
Wow.
His devotion is quite formidable.
I just mumble to myself, like, you keep doing this and you can die, or you could stop and you could possibly live. Actually, she changes her mind after mumbling and shouts at him, "If you stop right now, you're not going to die a painful death.
Oh, you're so wrong.
Would you rather die by our hands or something else?"
Your hands.
Oh.
Oh.
And you see he stares up at the illusory. Now, Silver and Eiley rolled. Mesa and Leah, you can now also see the wizard, so you may also roll a history.
Bit better than chaps.
I am winning!
13.
Mine was
You
a 7.
look up at this lich with its cowl over its head, and you recognize it. This here is a red wizard of legend, the leader of the 8 Sulkirs of Thay. This
Can you
is
write it down,
Sastam, the strongest lich in the Wizards of Thay. He has many undead under his command. He has many wizards under his command, and he is excruciatingly powerful and requires the sacrifices of many lives to continue his undead existence.
We know
Don't
that,
know
but-
what the timer is yet? With the history check?
No, the timer is not the history check.
Can I do a timer check?
Well, I haven't ended my turn quite yet, so can I do an arcana check?
I mean, you can see that he is doing a ritual.
Yeah, but where's the timer?
Well, the ritual takes turns.
Oh, that makes sense.
I mean, he's not attacking you whilst this timer is going.
Wait, there's a timer for him, not for us.
Well,
Wow,
So can we see a timer going down, or are you just saying it?
you can
Yeah, there's
see
a big clock on the wall. There is just...
you can see a vampire doing a ritual. And you can imagine that something bad's gonna happen when he's done with that ritual.
Fine. What are you gonna do when the ritual's over, old man?
Oh, you'll see.
Ugh,
Can you just tell us?
never mind.
Okay.
Please?
It is Leopold's turn.
Vampires.
He moves up and casts another moonbeam. Because radiant damage and vampires, that's something he thinks is a good idea. Lord Rosnar needs to roll a dexterity saving throw. Or take half damage. He takes half damage.
He jumps up from kneeling to dodge.
11 points of radiant, reduced to 5.
Can't you say he was praying at the altar? Does that give no disadvantage or anything as we attack him?
He has to make concentration checks, but no, it doesn't give him disadvantage. He beats it, so he continues to concentrate, but he has taken some chunk of damage. Alright, let's see here. Nice. Alright, cool. Silver.
Okay. On the way to, like, from the hallway to here, and in this room, would I know, like, that vampires are weak to silver? And
Roll
would I find
an
some?
Arcana.
Okay. That kind of. Nope.
You think vampires are weak to silver.
Oh, I do. Okay.
That's definitely vampires that are weak to silver, not werewolves. It's vampires.
Okay. Yeah, I look around the room. Is there any silver, like?
You find like a silver candelabra.
Perfect.
What?
A little candle holder. I wish I was level 3. I grab it and I break the base to form a spiky surface.
Yep.
Like, oh, this will do it. And I will go 1, 2, 3. And then I look at the altar, like, what is it made of? Is it,
It is-
sturdy? What's going on?
It is like a little like stone plinth with like some crystals on top of it. It is fairly sturdy, but It is definitely breakable.
Would a solid kick be able to break it all?
I mean, it was just showered in fire, but a solid kick could also do some good damage to it.
No. One thing is, no. One thing is being burnt, but the other is blunt damage. It's completely valid.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
okay, then with the candelabra on my hand, I will just first priority straight and go as fast as I can and just give a big boot to the halter.
Yep.
Let's try.
Go ahead. So +3, that's a 5, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh, enough. That's great.
It's a plinth. It doesn't really move anywhere.
All right.
You're kicking it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that's an improvised attack. So roll a 1d4 plus strength.
Mm-hmm. So 4.
That is 4 points of damage. Nice. Yeah, that plinth is getting fucked up.
Aw, not enough. I have a candelabra, vampire. You're gonna die a fearful death if you don't stop what you're doing. And I kick the altar and I'm like, fuck, my foot. The next one, it will knock it out for sure. So be prepared. And I end my turn.
Okay, I'll start off my turn casting Wrathful Spite,
Nice.
and then I think it's just too bad it's not radiant. And I'll go ahead and attack the vampire again with my short sword. Damn it. 10 to hit.
A 10 to hit, that misses.
Yeah, I guess I have to end my turn.
Amazing. Now it's his turn. The timer clicks down again. You see him getting more and more excited as this ritual gets closer and closer to completion. Whatever is going to happen, it's going to be real bad if it does. Mesa, fuck him up.
Fuck him up. I don't fuck him up.
No, you do not. Sadly.
Okay, without fucking him up, I end my turn, I guess.
Eiley, now your turn to fuck him up.
Okay, let's see. I still have chapter in the way. Silver, my dear, you are very much in the way.
You can go around and return back to the safety of my shield daily.
She
I mean,
doesn't
if you
just decide to
move
move.
over here or over here, you could probably angle it. Yeah, that hits.
Yep.
That hits both of them.
Alright, you should be glad I'm considering you, Silver.
Dexterity saving throw, was it? Yes, it was. He beats it.
Son
He
of
takes
a
half damage.
bitch.
Roll damage. 3d6.
If you look at the top of her spell, that is rolling 3d6.
Oh, it is it? Ah,
Yeah,
13 was
we
more.
looked at
We'll
11
use the
fire.
13 one.
Yep.
He takes 6 points of damage. Nice. And the plinth is destroyed on the last tick of the timer.
Oh,
It didn't go off.
thank fuck.
That's
What timer?
That's
Now it
once we
is
get
Leo
missing.
Paul's turn. And yeah, he's going to not move the movement, just let it stay there. And yeah, he shillelaghs and then bonks.
He never missed a single session.
There There we go. It's 1d8 bludgeoning and shillelagh spellcasting ability instead. The weapon also becomes magical. Oh, that's huge. That is huge.
Yay.
Attack and damage rolls. Oh my god, that's insane. And his proficiency is +3. Yes, so he has +9 to hit and +6 damage. Ooh. All right, so all right. 25 hits, 13 damage. And it's magical, so he doesn't take half damage. That's huge. That hurt. Nice. Silver.
Ayo, with the altar
Oh, really?
broken, can I? If I enter the moonbeam, it's gonna hurt?
Yes.
Okay, so stab him with the candelabra. So
You can
to
reach
hit-
him outside. Moonbeam here.
Well, it's still the same. It doesn't matter. So 12 plus 3, 15.
15 hits.
Okay.
7 points of damage with a
Okay.
candelabra.
Silver candelabra. I stab him in the chest and I look at his reaction.
Nice. You look at his reaction, you stab, and it just doesn't do as much as you wish it did.
What? But the sailor stories. Ah. Why do I believe in drunk fools?
You realize that you might have mixed up a couple of two of these sailor stories and
Yeah.
might have chosen the wrong weapon for the fight.
Yeah. Ah. Okay, I drop the candelabra down like immediately. I'll let it stay on his body. Okay, and my turn.
Amazing.
Going to attack with my short sword again. Finally, 18.
Nice.
Hits. Nice. Deal.
Okay, base of 5 piercing. Then I need to roll for psychic damage. And he's going to have to make
Alright.
a save to not
5.
be frightened. It would have
Yep.
to be,
So he
yep,
is
they
frightened.
fail. Yep.
Ooh, disadvantage to attacks while the source of fear is in sight. Can't willingly move closer. Ooh, that's nice. That's
Wow.
real good. Amazing.
Yep.
Love to see it. Then it's his turn. And finally, he isn't doing the ritual and can fight. But because you are next to him, he has disadvantage on all of his attacks. But because you are the one who frightened him, he is going to make both of the attacks that he has on you. The first one being his claw attack, and the second one being his bite attack. So the first of 8 misses, I'm assuming.
Yep, 8
And then-
misses.
And then the bite attack, 13,
Just hits.
just hits.
Wow.
Just gets right around my shield and bites me. How rude. I don't consent.
I'm going
You-
to reduce by 10.
Amazing. To begin with, let's roll the piercing damage.
Mhm.
And then we can roll the necrotic afterwards. It is 7 piercing damage, and you take 9 necrotic damage. How much did you reduce it by?
10 in total.
10 in total. You reduce all of the necrotic damage, which is really
No.
important.
Oh, the piercing is from the first attack? Or what?
This is the same attack. It deals both
Okay.
piercing and necrotic, but I just wanted to separate them out.
So.
But
Mm.
this specific attack reduces your maximum hit points
Oh,
by the amount of necrotic damage it deals. But because you absorb all of the necrotic damage and one of the piercing damage, you don't
Sure.
get your max hit points reduced.
Okay.
So you take
I go-
6 piercing damage.
I go down.
You
Right,
go down.
exactly 0.
Oh,
Ooh, and that is his turn.
And I'm assuming that would break my concentration for my spell, but I do not
Yeah,
know
so
for how frightened.
If your concentration
Uh,
goes down, then he's no longer frightened, right?
Yeah, he loses the frighten as soon as the spell ends.
Cool.
That sucks.
But it's important that it's at his end of his turn so that he can't do anything about it. Eiley,
Yes.
I forgot, he started his turn inside of the moonbeam, which means he needs to roll damage.
oh.
I forgot about that. Sorry.
Hmm.
So just see if he saves. He does save, but he still takes half damage. That is 7. So he takes 3 points of radiant damage, which is very important because radiant damage stops his regeneration.
Mm.
That's why it's important. Go ahead, Eiley.
I will use Firebolt.
Go ahead. 20 hits. Roll damage. 8. Nice. Let me just see here. Nope. He takes the full 8 damage. Awesome.
Oh,
We love to see it.
baby, is fireball. For the
And
great
that was your turn.
Yes.
Leopold. Shilleles.
Did you skip me?
Did I skip you? I did skip
I'm-
you. Sorry about that. Mesa,
I'm before Ailey.
you're before Ailey. You are
Aw.
so right. I'm so wrong.
Yes, but I gonna miss anyway and don't do anything, so it doesn't matter, I guess.
Oh, okay,
No,
we
come
can
on.
just skip your turn then.
We can skip my turn. Let's do it.
I mean, statistically speaking, you should hit some of the time. You have +5 to hit.
Crazy.
Can I roll one more time to check if it's bugged or something like that?
Yeah, sure.
Wow. Yeah.
At least a 22 would hit.
This is, I mean, As much as I would love for you to roll anything above like a fucking 5 today, you just haven't, which is insane. You are experiencing extreme amounts of unluck.
I rolled a crit on the investigation earlier.
You did.
A
You
perception.
did. And that was very good.
Mm-hmm.
It allowed you to immediately clock onto that something was very, very wrong.
Saved all of us getting poisoned. Or
So Leopold Shaleles, that's where we got to, right? Misses. Cool. And maintains concentration on the moonbeam. Silver.
Okay, drop the candelabra. Go for the pike. 9.
Miss.
Whoops. It's like, what's the name? Leopold. The moonbeam is kind of too bright right now. We cannot land anything.
I'm doing my best.
I know, but just you don't need to do that much. You can't hit him. He's reflecting the light on his murderous skin. What's that skin from Twilight? Is he glowing like a disco ball?
The glittering.
Yeah. My eyes. So yeah, I had my turn. Damn you.
Leah.
I guess death save then.
Yes.
That's
Oh,
a fail. I'm
no.
taking a ver 2.
We got you.
Alright, it's his turn. He starts by taking damage. Now I remember it. Let's see if he saves. He does. He takes half damage.
Okay.
Nice. Cool. His regeneration is also blocked this turn. He is then going to do a emoji attack on...
Not me, I didn't do anything yet.
Yeah, I think he's going to do it on Silver. You're right.
No. Okay.
Does an 18 hit.
Yes.
Cool.
Oh my
10
god.
points of slashing damage.
Mm-hmm.
But instead of dealing slashing damage, he is instead going to turn it into a grappling. You have to roll an athletics or an acrobatics check.
Okay. Oh no.
10, you fail. He grabs onto you and then he bites you. Does a 16 hit?
Yeah.
Munch. We start with the piercing damage. 8 piercing damage.
Okay, so it will be enough.
Yes,
Then the
because
necrotic.
now comes the necrotic.
Yeah.
And this, if it doesn't take you out, it should. 9. Yeah, you're dead. You're out.
So
You go down.
no.
Mesa, you see your 2 comrades unconscious next to you. You see this vampire bloodied and beaten and being burned by this pillar of light. It is your turn.
This time, I'm pretty sure of that. Do I have I don't have inspiration, sadly. This time, I believe in the power of the cards!
Oh.
You hit!
Oh!
Roll damage! Fuck him up! 11!
Fuck him hard!
Nice.
Tell me, this
Hey.
battle axe that had been missing all evening, it has been going wide and going wide and going wide. But was it truly missing? Or was it just winding up for one final attack?
Like
You
a
run up.
Beyblade.
You take your axe back and you swing it with all of your might and hit him square in the chest. You see as he gasps, as his black, cold blood spews from the wound. You see he falls down onto his knees, the radiant light singeing his edges of his clothes, as he looks up at you and reaches his hand up, and then he falls to the ground.
Oh!
Nice.
Combat over.
Yay.
Thank you, Magus.
We're not dead.
How we don't know that.
After that, I gonna check up on... Wait, who is all down right now? Leopold
Me and
and
Silver.
Silver?
Yeah.
And
Leah and Silver? I check on Leah. Ignore Silver.
Mm.
And Leopold is gonna cast a healing word on Leah, and then literally the turn after, he's gonna cast another healing word on Silvers to stabilize both of you. And with that, we're gonna end tonight's session.
If we
Yay.
level up.
Damn.